Hi everyone, Kevin Ikov here today to talk about chronic illness. Is it a gift or is it a curse? I'm really speaking from a spiritual perspective in regards to what happens to you once you develop a chronic illness and as that chronic illness continues to develop in your life. And for someone who had a chronic illness and still has that chronic illness, because it's a consistent it's a consistent battle all the time in staying healthy, staying well, sort of staying ahead of that curve in which you're constantly running to doctors and medical people and all these kinds of things. And so, and I don't know where you are in your chronic illness, but there's definitely a progression of what goes on with it, and it's certainly nice and important to have a good spiritual practice or background in something that you can turn to, so that when the medicines and the treatments and the things that you're doing or going through are not successful, you have something to fall back on. And for many people, it's the beginning of that spiritual path for you that you develop and enhance and go with, because it's about getting past the pain and the suffering in your life to reach a higher level of consciousness, a level of consciousness in which a realization takes place that you are not those painful thoughts of suffering. You're something beyond that, and it's a search and a development of a path in which you are finding out who you truly are beyond that pain, beyond that suffering, beyond all of that, and developing and reaching out and discovering this path, this spiritual path, this path to find the spirit, the path to find the divine within, is a path that you may not have discovered before you had the chronic illness. The chronic illness may be the gift that you've been given to basically allow you the time and the effort that you need to discover and search out this spiritual path that you otherwise would have ignored. So the pain and the suffering in your life could be just the thing that's guiding you directly to find this deep spiritual path. And what I find on the spiritual path is the further down it you go and the more people that you try to help along the way, the better you'll feel. The better you'll feel about yourself. The better you'll feel about the world and life in general. Because developing that gift of relieving the thought of pain and suffering and all of that in the body through deep spiritual practices like meditation, like stretching profoundly and bringing that into the muscle memories, and breathing properly into the body, and allowing energy to flow more properly in the body, and paying more attention to that. These are good, strong ways to develop spiritual pathways to the body and join the mind and the body and the soul all into one. And so the more you do practice like this, the better it is. And so many of these things that I've developed here in these short little videos in the ministries here are for your advantage. Take advantage of them, utilize them. If they help and work, great. If not, don't use them. But if they work, and I hope each one helps and works for people, this one's particularly about chronic illness, and it's a constant effort, and it's a constant thing to work on. But please develop some type of spiritual path of giving to others, some type of humanitarian effort, not only for yourself, but for others, so that you can help and nourish the heart, fill the heart with love and good feelings, because that helps you through that chronic illness piece, more so than anything. The more you fill your heart with love and caring and giving during that period of time, no matter how miserable it is, it just helps it just helps that gift. It just helps the gift to enhance and build the heart. And with that being said, I hope this helps you on a spiritual path and that you're able to develop and find something in it. Jai Bhagwan, Namaste. May you see the light within yourself and within all others.